All right, this is the Thursday, September 14th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. A couple of live cameras this morning across the Piedmont. There's a look from Greensboro. Do have a little bit of light rain, basically a few sprinkles out there early this morning. We'll take a peek down towards Charlotte. There's a look over at Bank of America Stadium. Big Panthers game, home opener right for the regular season coming up this weekend, hosting the Buffalo Bills. The weather will be great for that game, by the way, just on the warm side for sure, with highs well out of the 80s Sunday. This morning, temperature 67, with the humidity at 90%. Not as much fog this morning. The ground not nearly as moist as it was at this point back on Wednesday morning, so not nearly as big of a deal with any fog. There's your temperatures for highs yesterday. Up in the mountains, it was 67 for a high in Boone, 73 in Asheville, a lot of 80s elsewhere across the region. There's your upper 70s and lower 80s that were in place across the Triad viewing area yesterday afternoon, and across the Charlotte metro, it was low 80s, some 70s in the foothills, 60s, as mentioned, in the mountains. All right, there's the radar this morning. Do have some showers that are relatively heavy that have been moving northeast of Columbia into parts of Anson and Richmond counties, heading up. They hold together in the general direction of the Triangle region. Much lighter rains across parts of the Triad area, basically just some sprinkles in a few locations this morning. And we have one little final piece of energy, one final disturbance associated with what was once Irma rotating through the region today. The main low pressure up here in parts of Pennsylvania. And pivoting around that, we have this disturbance that's bringing us a lot of clouds and that chance today for a few showers. There's the high-resolution computer model data today. Again, a few showers remaining a possibility for us today. Maybe even a rumble of thunder late this afternoon, but no huge deal. And really most of us not seeing any significant heavy type of rain. So there's that trough moving in. That is that final piece of energy, again, associated with the remnants of Irma. A few showers today. There's our highs this afternoon. 60s in the high country, some low 80s in much of the Piedmont, upper 70s around the Triad. And then as we get into tomorrow, still some clouds lingering around, but the rain chances become quite small tomorrow. We begin to crank up the temperatures a bit. There's our Friday highs, and as we get into the weekend, it looks warm and dry. Saturday, a good deal of sunshine. There's our Saturday afternoon high temperatures. Sunday, similarly warm. In fact, even a few degrees warmer there on Sunday afternoon. All right, in the tropics, there's the big view across the Atlantic Basin. A couple tropical waves in the eastern Atlantic. One has just emerged off of the African coast. Another one a little bit further west there in the eastern Atlantic. Long term, both of those need to be monitored for signs of development. Closer at home, though, there's still Jose we're tracking for you, northeast of the Turks and Caicos Islands. It is a Category 1 hurricane early this morning as I cut the video. It might kind of bounce around between strong tropical storm strength and weak hurricane strength over the next few days. It's continuing to finish that clockwise loop and will likely wind up tracking between Hatteras and Bermuda this weekend into early next week. From there, there's the computer model guidance, most modeling offshore. But at times, we've had some models tucked in fairly close to especially the New England coast. One of those models recently was last night's run of the European that actually winds up getting this pretty close to Cape Cod by midweek. So, again, I think interest in the Northeast and the New England coast areas need to watch Jose's progress. Most likely scenarios it stays offshore, but I can't guarantee it. So up there in the New England states especially, I keep a track on Jose's progress over the next several days. And it probably becomes some type of hybrid tropical system. It doesn't matter in terms of wind impacts, but maybe transitioning more of a non-tropical type of powerful low pressure toward midweek. We'll see how that unfolds. All right, that is it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.